This is EJK. Extrajudicial killings, or EJKs, have been running rampant ever since President Rodrigo Duterte sat on his throne and declared his administration's war on drugs. But before we delve into EJK and all its gore and brutality, we must first understand the government's role as the main institution involved in this controversial issue. This is the Philippine government. There are three branches, specifically, the executive branch, headed by the president, the legislative branch, which consists of the Senate and House representatives, and the judiciary branch, made up of a Supreme Court and associate courts. These three divisions work hand in hand to achieve the government's specialized functions as a social institution. These five specialized functions are institutionalization, establishment of services, resolution of conflicts, protection of citizens from threats, and implementation of laws. This is where EJK comes in, because the government has resorted to using this killing spree as their solution to the problem of drugs in the country. Three of these functions are prevented from being achieved. To get a deeper understanding of the issue, we have to meet the stakeholders. Who are involved? First is the executive branch, or Malacanang. Despite constant accusations thrown at them, Malacanang sticks by their statement that Duterte's war on drugs was never the cause of the alleged EJKs in the country. The administration bases their stance of the EJK definition in Administrative Order No. 35, which states that the victim must be affiliated to a cause-oriented organization and the intentions of killing must be deliberate. From this, the Malacanang does not consider all other allegations valid. Despite the government's justification of its actions, they have still continuously rejected international bodies from conducting human rights investigations within the Philippines. The second stakeholder is the Philippine National Police, or PNP. The chief superintendent has said that there has only been one case of EJK under the current administration, the gunning down of Larry Ke, a journalist in Virac in December 2016. Until this day, PNP still maintains that they are not in any way violating the function to protect every individual's right to life. Anti-drug operations have also consistently been criticized since random raids are performed with the objective of the suspect's surrender. They stand by their statement that the deaths were only that of those who put up violent resistance, which does not put the PNP nor the administration at fault. The third stakeholder is the CHR, or Commission of Human Rights, which has highly criticized the Duterte administration due to their disregard of the EJKs happening throughout the nation. The CHR head has called the current administration's war on drugs unprecedented, while citing that the number of EJKs within this war on drugs has peaked. In addition, the CHR maintains that these killings are atrocious crimes against humanity and crucially need the law's full force in order to address it. Despite this, the current administration explicitly condemns CHR's efforts on attempting to resolve the issue. The harassment coming from the administration has become so prevalent that the CHR is resulting to urging international organizations to intervene with the necessary judicial aid that the administration refuses to supply. What does this mean? What has this done to the country? On the first level of analysis, the government as an institution has a function as the law enforcer in the state. The laws it has created must be carefully protected and must be administered to the public, but current Philippine governance proves otherwise. When the current administration denies the reality of the EJKs occurring, its disregard towards its responsibility to enforce the laws and towards human rights is clearly manifested. Although their goal is to end the drug problem in the Philippines, the means they are using is counterintuitive to its very role as an institution. Another role of the government is the protection of its citizens. The lives of the people must be taken care of by the administration. It is only through establishing that man is the foundation and goal of the society that the state begins to attain social order. By simply trying to remove people's fear of becoming EJK victims by saying that their chances of being affected are very slim, shows the government's lack of responsibility in fulfilling one of its functions. Lastly, the role of the government to resolve internal conflicts must be performed so that the institution may function well. However, in the Philippine government, the executive branch is threatening the CHR, ICC, and other organizations that stand in their way. This shows that the government in and of itself cannot resolve its internal conflicts, but rather only aggravates its existing problems. This is seen when the government takes no explicit action to actually settle its internal conflicts. And so, from all this information, we can conclude that the current government has come short in accomplishing its specialized functions as a social institution. It has directly diverged from its functions as the law enforcer by employing means that are illegal by nature, by disregarding the sanctity of human life, and by being the root cause of conflict rather than the resolver. The current administration's path towards achieving the government's main purpose, which is to provide the basic needs of a society, is not met. Because of this, the status quo proves that due to the government's controversial misdemeanors and programs such as Duterte's war on drugs, the pursuit of the common good in the Philippines has significantly been hindered.